Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. My name is Ravi. So, today we are going to start our first logic building session, and I assume that you have already watched my previous video, and I think that now you are ready to write a C sharp program and you understand some basic things how you can write and execute a C sharp program. So, for the logic building, what is logic building? Like if in our normal behavior we talk and we say like be logical, like do not talk here and there. We say like be logical. Be logical means the problem we are discussing, we have to focus on that problem. So rather than focusing somewhere else, it will be illogical. So we should have the problem solving attitude to focus on how we can solve the problems. It will the solution of that problem will be called logic. What is the logic behind this particular solution? So we do not have to learn remember any logic. These are only concepts that you have already learned in your schooling, in your normal behavior. So you have to just apply the concepts here in computer programming skills. I will relate with that mathematics. You have worked on the mathematics. You never learn mathematics. You only apply the concept, like how mathematics. This is the way the mathematics works. So same thing we are doing with our computer programming skills. So if anyone has the good mathematics, I can say like this will be helpful for you because mathematics is the base for computer programming. It will be needed somewhere in your career. Like we can now say like anyone who do not know about the mathematics and can do the programming, we can relate like mathematics is needed everywhere. If mathematics is strong, the logics is going to build up very easily. So do not waste the time. Directly focus on the mathematics and we choose our first program for logic building is prime number. So if you have done the mathematics, so you know what is a prime number. So I hope that everyone know. Still, I am telling you what is a prime number. A prime number is a number which is divisible by 1 and itself. Other than this, it cannot be divisible by anything. This is called prime number and it should be greater than 1. So, what can be our first 5 prime number? First 5 prime number, it should be natural numbers. So, 1 cannot be prime number because I said like greater than 1 because prime 1 is neither prime nor negative number. So we will start with 2. So 2 is divisible by 1 and 2. So we this is a prime 2 can be a prime number. Let's see 3. 3 if it is divisible by 1 and 3. It is divisible by 2. No. Or why I'm not checking about 3, like 4 never divide 3. Like it is a big number. So 4, let's say 4 is divisible by 2, then it is not a prime number. Let's say 5. 5 is divisible by 1, it is divisible by 2, no. 3, no. 4, no. It is a prime number. Let's say 6. 6 is divisible by 2. It is not a prime number. 7. 7 is divisible by 2. No. 3. No. 5. No. 6. No. Let's move to next. 8. It is divisible by. It is divisible by 2. It is not a prime. Let's next. 9. It is divisible by 3. It is not a prime. 10. It is divided by 2. It is not a prime. 11. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it is not divisible by any number from 2 to 10. So it is also a prime number. So we have first 5 prime number 2 to 11. This is the way we know what is a prime number. So if I say to you write it this thing in statements in your English or Hindi, any language, like so how you will going to elaborate this thing, how you can going to explain this to me. Like first we need to know which number we, okay, so what the concept is today, if I will give you any number, so you have to tell me whether it's a prime or not, right? So I have already told you the mechanism and you already know this, like this is the way you can solve the problem, how, and you can find out whether it's a prime or not. The simple thing, it should be only divisible by 1 and itself, nothing else. Like, so next go to the write this thing in statements. Okay. First thing, provide a number to check whether it's prime or not. First of all, we need one number for which we will check that it is divisible by 1 or itself. So first we will need number to check it's prime or not. So I just wrote this in statements like provide a number to check whether it's prime or not. Now I have a number. Next, what I need to do, I will check that it is divisible by only 1 and itself. This is the layman line. If I, this is the thing, this is the concept of prime, but how we did, what we actually did, we just checked by 2 to n minus 1 number, right? So what we did, we actually checked that, check from 2 to, I assume that number minus 1 is divisible by, is divisible, check from 2 to n minus 1 fully, n minus 1, and see there is not remainder, or you can say it is fully divisible, right? This is the thing we did. Like if I told you like 2, so what I did, we divide by 2 first, then 3, then 4. This is the thing we did. So the same thing I have wrote there, I have written there, check from 2 to n minus 1 and see there is not remainder. So it should be fully divisible by the number, whether it's 2, 3, 4. So we are checking the number from 2 to n minus 1. N is the number you have provided, right? If now, if there is no remainder for every number from 2 to n minus 1, then it's prime number, it is not divided. Else means there is remainder in somewhere from 2 to n minus 1, then it's non-prime. Okay, so we just wrote this in, this is in our layman language and statements. So I will convert and you will see like how you can convert your normal layman statements in your programming, that will work perfectly. Okay, just make you more understand how you are going to solve this. Like first we need a number to check whether it's a prime or not. So I have given a number you 5, right? The number is 5 now. And what we are doing, we are checking from 2 to n minus 1. So let's say number is 5. So we have to check from 2 to n minus 5 means 5 minus 1 equals 4. Till 4 we have to check. If we do not find any remainder, then it is a prime number. Otherwise, it is a non-prime. Okay, so let's start with 2. Okay, 5. So in computer programming language, we have a way to check the remainder of any number. Like so, we use here in mode in 2. So it will tell you the remainder. If I divide 5 by 2, then 2, 2 to 4, the remainder will be 2 and the remainder will be 1. Okay. Now, till now, it is a candidate for prime number. Let's check with 5 mod 3. The remainder will be 2. It is still it is a candidate for prime number. Let's check with 4. The remainder will be 1. Let's check with 5 mod 5. Now the we are checking it with 5, but we have to check it to 2 and minus 1 4. Now we have exceeded the value, so we do not required, because we have to only check from 2 to n minus 1 that we have already done, right? So you can see that it is not divisible by any number except 1 and 5. So we can say now, right now, like it is a prime number. So now we have to do, we need to convert these things into a C# program. I hope you understood that how you can solve your problems, and it is the way, but to improve your logic building. This is the thing we do exactly in computer programming skills. If you have to write a big logic, or you can say like a logic which is not easy to implement, so what we need to do, we have to just convert these things in a layman language. And if once we break these things in layman language, then we got to know that how you can resolve your issues, right? You, by explaining the things in this way, you can actually solve your problems. Okay, so right now I have written all things, and then I am going to convert this to a program. Let's say I have choose a C# program, and first thing what I did write, what I wrote here, provide a number to check whether it's prime or not. So now I need a number to check. So first I need a number. I'm just writing console dot write line, check whether it's a prime or not. So I will ask for a number, provide a number whether it's prime or provide a number to check whether it's prime or not. Okay, so this is the statement I have just written in the output window, yet I do not have that number. So I will read that from the output window and store this in my NO variable. console dot read line. Okay, so this is a data type. We have various data type to store different type of values. To store a int data type, to store a int values, we have a int data type which is called integer. So right now you can only you can understand like int int is a data type which stores actually a type of value int. Okay, so now what I am doing, we I am just storing a value in an o. I by writing this statement, what I am doing, like I am reading this from the output window. So there is showing a red mark. What is means? Like read lines, read line only read in string. Like it is saying error cannot implicitly convert type string to int. So it is always reading in string, and now I am assigning this in a int. So it is not going to happen. So I need something which can convert this string to int. So I am writing this statement convert dot to int 32. We have a statement. This is a function, inbuilt function from the C sharp, which you can use to convert your string to int, right? So now I have a number no, right? So what you can do, you can just use this number. You have now no. Now no can be used to do the further processing. Our first statement is completed. Provide a number to check whether it's prime or not. Now I have received a number in this. Now I have to do something to solve other statements. Okay. Here I have wrote like check from 2 to n minus 1 and see there is no reminder. So the same thing we need to do in programming. Like first we need to check by 2, then 3, then 4 till n minus 1. Okay, so this is number, and I am taking a bool to check the remainder. Okay, so I have to divide number by 2. Oh no, it's a mode sign that I told you earlier already. So I am just writing it's a bool. It is not, because remainder is integer. So we are checking like the remainder is first we are calculating the remainder. By this statement we have calculated the remainder by 2, right? And then int, and if remainder is 0, then dot write line. This is a this is not a prime number, or you can say this is non-prime, whatever. Like this is not going looking good. Like rather than this we have number, we can just write no and say no is not a prime number. If remainder is 0, like it means that it is divisible by 2. But now what we have done, we just divided it by 2, but this is not what we have to do. We have to check till n minus 1. So now this is not possible. Like the same thing, if I wrote multiple times, this is not going to help me. Like if I have written 1000, then I have to return this code 1000 times. Like first checking with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 999. So this is not a good way. Now what we can do, In C Sharp or in any programming language, we have loops. Like what loops do? Loops, it can work for you in iteration. Let me just write this statement, how we can write the loops. So this is the syntax for loop. And here if I write line, console dot write line, my loop and argument j. So what is going to happen when we execute this thing? Let me just create one more program and show you how loop works. This is like when you have written this thing, like this is a loop which actually what does, it will start by j, the value 0, j equals 0, and it will always increase your value by j plus plus. J plus plus means j equals j plus 1. Right now you can understand only j equals j plus 1. There is some other thing with this, but you can leave this for right now. Like so, this is the whole block. It will be executed. Then it will increase j values to j plus plus. Then it will check the condition whether it is getting fulfilled or not. If it is getting fulfilled, then it will run. Otherwise, it will not execute this block of code, and it will move to next statement after this. So j equals 0, it will write, it will print that. Now it will go to j plus plus. Now the j value will be 1, and it will check 1 is less than equal 5, right? So 1 is less than equal 5, then it is going to print it again. Then again it will go to j plus plus. Let me make it short and make it 2. Like j value will be 2, it will check 2 is less than and equal to, yes, it is equal, so it is also fulfilled right now. So console.writeLine my loop j. Now the j value is 2, it will print 2. Again it will go to j plus plus. From 2 it will be become 3. It will check like 3 is less than or equal to, no. Neither is this less than, neither is it equal. So the loop will be terminated and it will return, it will be executed new line here. So, and let me just write out and here. Okay, this is the way how loop works. Let me execute it. Sorry. Okay. So first it train 0, my loop 1, my loop 2. Once the value will become 3, the condition will not fulfill. It the loop, the execute will not be executed. It will return to the next statement and present end. So this the thing we will use in our prime number program. So okay. So I have to check from 2 to n minus 1, j equal to less than equal n minus 1, not n. I have assigned it n for j plus plus. So this is the code now, and I can move my code inside this thing and will let you know once it is okay. So it is started from 2 to n minus 1, and we are checking reminder. If reminder is 0, now I have written 2, but it is not 2, it should be now j, because the j value will be increased, j 2 3 4 5 6. If reminder is equal 0, then console.write n is not a prime number. But this is like, if it is divisible by 2, it will print for 2. It will be divided by 3, it will also increase, print for 4. So this is not good. like writing this again, because we have to write only once, because I know the number is only one and it should print only once. So for doing this, I am just writing bool and taking a variable is prime equal, like I am assuming that number is already prime. If the remainder will be 0, it means it is not prime. So I have, yeah, I have now assigned the value is prime equal false. So if you have used only single equal, it means you are assigning the value to the left hand side, like is prime is a variable and you are assigning false to is prime. And if you have used double equal, it means it is a condition. It will result out true or false, like if remainder is equal to 0. It means you are now checking like both are the values are same or not. So this is the way we use in programming, like double equal means condition whether both are the values are same or not, and once we use only equal, it means we are assigning right hand side value to left hand side. So the loop will be executed and it will terminate. Now, at the end I can check like is prime equal true, then console dot write line number. Number is prime, else number non, provide a number to check whether it's prime or not. Is prime equal true? Right. So we can we have at last we have checked like is prime equal true means it is a prime. Whether we have not done this, it's non-prime. So number, then you can easily build up these type of things, small programs to relate with your mathematics. In the mathematics, if you found anything which is difficult to calculate, which is difficult to understand, which takes your time, then you can directly convert it to the program and see how it solves your problem. Like if I am giving a number like 1200, then in the simple logic you have to do many things like 2 and minus 1 you will do and check. I'm not going in deep, like in mathematical, we have some theorem that is going to provide you the result in lesser time. But as a layman, if you think that by calculating the 1200 is a prime or not, it can take your time. 1200 is not prime. It will not take because it will be dividable by 2 easily. But if it if the number is this one, then then so these type of things will take some time, but this is going to happen very easily in microseconds for you by writing a simple program. So hope you could understand what is logic building, how you can build up your logics by solving small problems. Once these problems will be you will be experienced in small problems, then you will try to solve real time problems like traffic lights, like a big calculator, a scientific calculator. You can write code for traffic systems. You can write code for any problems which you are seeing in your nearby and in your world in nearby places. This is the way you can solve anything, right? Hope you have enjoyed this. I will tell you that to practice these things. By practicing, you will learn a lot of things.